Wow. All right, guys, welcome back to my channel, Chaos Before Cosmos. If you guys are new here, guys, my name's Carrie. If you guys have been here before, you guys know who I am. And look at what we have here today. We've got a landscape. We've got landscape view today. I don't even know how the fuck, I've managed that. But here we are. Oh my God. When will this stop happening to me? Collective, when will this stop fucking happening to me? It's becoming maybe slightly embarrassing that I don't know how to... I don't know how to use my phone. I don't know how to use this fucking app. I'm just retarded. I'm okay, but look, we're in landscape today, guys, right? We're in the landscape view, which is... I don't know how I got it this way. It's what I've wanted the whole time, but yeah, it didn't happen for me until now, all right? So, I don't know, Aries, Leo, maybe something could be happening for you now that hasn't been happening for you, something that hasn't worked in the past. So, I don't know, we're going to tap into this message for Aries and Leo today, all right, guys? Aries and Leo reading. I don't know. Yeah, look, the view I think is, it's what I wanted, right? But again, I wasn't prepared for it. So I'm a little bit thrown off my game here. When do I ever get up here and it's just smooth sailing, right? But who cares, right? We have fun with it. It's life, okay? This is me. This is my life. I'm not perfect, right? Definitely not perfect. All right. Like I said, this message today is going to be for Aries and Leo. It is the 8th of, oh my God, why do I want to keep saying March, right? Something about March maybe was, again, significant to somebody for something maybe that you've manifested in March. It's the 8th of April, 2025, okay? So it's an 8th day, but overall the date breaks down to a number 3. Okay, so it's going to be about communication, energy. It could also be about abundance, destiny, karma, that sort of thing. I was also, if you guys check out the description box below, there's a whole bunch of numbers, numerology, and all the daily jazz in the description box that you guys will find. We've got a lot of pages to get through today. I've got career stuff for you guys. I've got singles, shit for you singles, right? Shit, it's not shit. I got info for you singles, and we've got something here about a past connection. So we're going to get through it bit by bit, chip our way through, and then we're going to get into probably something else, all right? We'll get into some cards or maybe some charms. We'll see where spirit takes me after that. But I've been channeling all morning. So I got some... No, I'm getting ahead of myself, right? Did I say that it is Tuesday? Tuesday's ruled by Mars energy, guys, which is Aries energy. The sun's currently in Aries. Moon is currently in Leo. How are you, Wingy? Are you good? I hope you're good. I'm like, what day is it? I'll see you tomorrow. Something's about not being your ride, okay? Something in the past, something wasn't maybe time to ride or time to go or time to do something in the past, okay? But again, if you guys check out the numerology, there was just shitload, right? So I'll go through bit by bit. In one block, I got 515, 818, 808. So there's time for some sort of action, some sort of positive change that's incoming. So I think that's part of what you guys have been working on, what you guys have been manifesting as well. You could be seeing a lot of 1111 as well. 83 or 1983 could be significant to somebody here too. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Also, it was just the number 11 as well. So somebody could have strong Aquarius placements or strong Taurus placements in their chart. You could be either an Aquarius or Taurus North Node as well. Just want to put that out there. There's also a sign that two people could be coming together that are going to create quite a powerful, abundant force, right? So two people who basically are going to be like a power couple type vibe. That's what I'm getting. I'm also seeing right now it's 21 minutes past 12, so 12:21. Okay, something about mirrored numbers. There's some sort of signs of manifestations or your manifestations and your abundance through, or I'm going to say coming through in forms of abundance. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to just be with your finances, okay? We get abundance in all different forms, but that was just your opening message. Then I started channeling an energy from somebody's past. All right, so I got a real interesting number, which was 12505. All right, so 12505 signifies a deep soul union. And then I got something about super glue cannot fix everything. So I don't know if somebody wants to try to maybe mend something, but somebody did some sort of U-turn or turned back around. Maybe in the past they turned back around and went towards something else. A black Toyota could be significant to somebody. I then heard a piping strike call out 4 times. So piping strikes are pretty iconic. It's not iconic. It's just a stock standard bird for where I'm from. I think, I don't know. Wingy, can you correct me if you're still in here? What is the piping? The piping strike has some sort of significance to the part of the country I'm from. Anyway, it called out 4 times. There's something here about stability, or again with 1111 being here as well, one of the numbers that I picked up. So something about maybe a home situation, a family situation. So somebody could have maybe turned back around and gone back to a family situation, right? And there's something else as well about something striking out, okay, or something being called out. I looked up and then I noticed a tree, which, you know, the trunk came up and then it branched off in 2 different directions. And on one direction, it was very sparse. There was fuck all on that section of the tree. And the other side had really flourished and grown and was the bigger half of the tree, I'm going to say. So I don't know, somebody here has made more progress maybe than another person when it comes to a soul union from the past. There was also something about you not having to push the pedal, right? Just drive it. So I don't know what that means. It's either a message for you, Aries, you, Leo, or for somebody that you're connected to, all right? It doesn't necessarily have to be for you. This could also just be somebody's being guided just to take some sort of path or direction towards you, not to worry about the speed or the progress or how fast or slow something's going to go. The writing's on the wall. Spirit said something to me yesterday about the writing being on the wall, and as I've just looked up, like there's the poster of the solar system that's starting to come down off the wall. So I don't know, there could be something hanging off somebody's wall or something about the writing being on the wall. The sun obviously sitting in the center there, right? Something about you, Leo. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. The divine apparently going to pump the throttle. I don't know. This means something could maybe be speeding up, or I want to say the divine is in control of the timing of something, right? When it comes to a divine union from the past. Now, again, this part of the message isn't going to be for everybody, but please do stick around because, again, we've got sections here today, right? Spirit gave me sections. 388. So you could be seeing 388, 488. So some sort of sign of divine support, harmony, balance, meaningful connections, including a soulmate or twin flame. All right. So this is something that you've actually been calling in or manifesting. All right. So for those of you that that resonates, this energy from the past is a part of your message. All right. So I don't know. You could be calling your twin in. You could be calling in a high level soulmate, but I don't know, someone maybe at a point turned back and didn't come on the journey. This could be, again, in the recent past or the very distant past. Again, take what resonates for your story, leave what doesn't fit. There's some sort of need to trust that success and stability are coming in as you progress. So it's like, don't give up, just keep working through whatever you guys are working through. And the question I'm going to get, so for those of you that are in separation from a divine union, from a deep soul connection or a twin flame connection, so there's something about you thinking about when's the right time or when is the right timing going to be for either you to move forward in a different direction, or when this is going to... You could also be just thinking to yourself, now maybe isn't the right time. So something about the timing. I'm getting more like a level-headedness about something. So 24/7, okay, number 247 has been coming through a lot as well. So for those of you who are on this journey, it's like, you know that this is going to come in when it's ready, or when something's ready, maybe when the other person's ready or when you're ready. Okay, but someone's still got a little bit of growing here to do, because that tree, again, one side was flourishing a lot more than the other. So there's something about the other side of this tree that still needs to grow a little bit before that can happen. And for somebody, you're already thinking about the fact that the timing's obviously not right. Okay, so somebody's just being level-headed. I'm going to say somebody's taking their emotions out of that situation when it comes to that person from the past. Okay, now for singles, right? For my Aries, Leo singles, bilinguals, ready to mingles. You're thinking to yourself, when's it coming? Okay, so you could be seeing 212, 585. You are getting signs, or this could be a sign for you that there is some sort of relationship, some sort of union, but you needing to maybe step out of your comfort zone. All right, so something about having to embrace new opportunities, or I'm going to say even embrace diversity, right? Different personality types, as opposed to what your normal type would have been in the past, but needing to, again, push yourself out of your comfort zone. So you could also be feeling a little bit reluctant, a little bit hesitant, maybe lacking a little bit of self-confidence even. All right, so if it's been a long time since you've been out in the dating scene as well, it might take you a little bit before you become comfortable again to actually dive back into that. All right, so just trust that your intuition will actually help to navigate your romantic life when these opportunities present themselves. All right, so you got to learn to trust yourself as well, trust your discernment, trust your intuition when it comes to who you're connecting with. For some of you guys, you're wondering what's taking so long. So for some of you guys, this could be quite a long journey of singlehood. You could be wondering what the fuck is happening. You're probably wondering, am I even dateable, right? Maybe it's something with me, okay? Maybe it's not you, it's me, right? It's one of those situations. But no, it's something is still balancing out behind the scenes. So this could be in your life, doesn't necessarily have to be, could be in the person that you're going to be connecting with, could be their life. But there's an assurance of no need for panic, all right? No need to panic. So I want to say no need to panic, right? Something about it being organic, right? Don't panic, it's organic. So something's going to organically or needs to organically take place in order for something to come together in, I'm going to say, a healthy way, right? If we're talking about organics, we're talking about something that's that's toxin free, healthy, that's going to obviously take some time if something's going to balance out in somebody's life. So, but don't panic. It's not going to be, I feel like for some of you guys, it might still take a little bit of time, but for others of you, it's going to happen quite quickly and before you know it. So it's just about when you're actually ready. So in the meantime, the advice was to just continue focusing on your self-growth, all right, until you're ready, until that comes in. So again, it could be you that's not ready, it could be your person that's not ready. Again, guys, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me just, sorry, because something's wigging out over here. No, we're all good. All right, now for those of you wanting to know, Aries, Leo, about the status or the state of your career, you could feel something currently tugging at you, or feeling like maybe you're being held back. You could feel that progress is at some sort of halt, or something stopped or slowed down. You're being told to stay grounded and focused, remain faithful in yourself. You are coming into alignment with your purpose, and there is going to be some sort of opportunity up ahead that's going to be presented to you, all right? I got a little PS side note start coming out in there, 999. So somebody's curious, somebody that you've ended something with, they're curious about what you're doing. This could be about your career, or I don't know, just something that you're working on. Somebody feels like maybe you're hiding something, or you're too hidden, or they can't see what it is that you're doing. Somebody's a little bit nosy, maybe. It feels a little bit intrusive, whatever that energy is. So it's probably, let's not even go down there, but it's probably a toxic karmic ex that's potentially stalking and still watching your every move. You could also be, a in the limelight, right, in the public eye as well, and that's how your ex could be maybe watching to see what you're doing in your career. That was just a little PS side note that came through. You could also be feeling a little bit, Aries, Leo, a little bit maybe bothered by low vibing unwanted attention. Okay, people who are like low vibing beings giving you unwanted attention, you're being told just to, you know, just be graceful, right? And just, you know, graciously handle those situations. And obviously, you know, don't make yourself so accessible to, you know, particular energies if you feel like they're low vibing and that's not a part of your tribe. So spirit are supporting whatever work that you are doing. So when it comes to your spiritual path, especially those of you use a sheep, right? Aries. I don't know why I just said that. Anyway, those of you that are working in the spiritual realm, especially, or on a spiritual path, especially, Spirit want you to know that you are very much supported on what it is that you're doing at the moment, and that you're on the right path towards some sort of new level of consciousness. Okay, so you could be going through an expansion period right now, Aries and Leo, in the way you're viewing things, viewing the world, the kind of control that you have over your emotions, your outlook. You're just gaining a new level of awareness, and you could also be tapping into higher levels when it comes to your spiritual gifts too. There's also a sense of divine luck and alignment with the universe, okay, that's coming in for you guys as well when it comes to your career. Again, though I know those messages are kind of specific too, so again, take what's part of your story, your journey, leave the rest. We're going to get into some channeled messages apparently, and see what else is coming up, maybe see what's hidden, things that are in the shadows, anything that we need to be aware of, because, you know, 12, 23, 333, whilst, you know, Aries, Leo, you're over here manifesting in peace, there is also things that are always happening in the background that aren't necessarily always so nice, that we might need to make ourselves aware of. All right, so for my Aries, Leos, what do we got going on at the moment? Just drive, baby, right? Divine got the throttle. So I don't know, I feel like for a lot of you guys as well, it's about just taking control of the situation, taking control of your life, okay, being assertive. On the bottom here, focus on your studies. So you could be needing to focus, maybe take control of, I'm going to say your mind, right? Where are you headed, your direction, okay? So I think Spirit are just calling you to think about the direction that you're going and just start heading there, right? Start heading in that direction, okay? Yeah, for some of you guys, right, you're being noticed for your work as well. You could also be having some sort of, I'm going to say maybe even competition when it comes to work. Okay, you are protected though, so just let whatever competition or whatever's going on in the background when it comes to your work situation play out. All right, somebody here has started something on blind faith and blind faith alone. Okay, and it's that faithfulness. It's like you married yourself to Spirit. You're married to the journey for somebody, or I'm talking to somebody who's married to the journey. All right, the journey of growth, their spiritual life. Something that's what comes first. Ooh. So I'd say first and foremost. All right, letter initial W, girlfriend, and air sign. Okay. Somebody could be wanting to fight for you, divine masculine, divine, I was about to say divine feminine, no, divine masculine, right? We've got potentially an air sign, okay? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that is potentially an ex, maybe a girlfriend, something about fighting, right? There could be a lot of arguing going on at the moment over a connection. Okay, something about an air sign. Letter initial W. I don't know why I just thought about somebody doing witchcraft or somebody just doing, I don't know. Oh my God. Little Vinny. I can't take you seriously when you show up like that, Ralph. Come on, man. Serious. Don't do me like that. That's how you're gonna ball up into. Right? I want my homie back. That's what I want. All right? I just want my homie back. Somebody could just want their friend back as well. Okay. This could be about a friendship as well. A girlfriend, a friendship. Some sort of fight could be happening. Something could be. Oh gosh, someone could be a mechanic here. I don't know. There could be a mechanic here. This could be you, Aries, Leo, divine masculine, all right, or divine feminine. You could be somebody's girlfriend. I could also have cross watchers watching for Aries and Leo too. But there's something about a mechanic here and an air sign. There's something about somebody showing up or wanting to show up, okay? Somebody wants the truth about something. This is going to be something from the past here. Even if you're not ready for the day, it cannot always be night. So yeah, something's coming to light here. There's something coming to light here. What is this from the past? Who is this? What is this? Somebody's been dealing with an air sign. Okay, this could be somebody that you've left, all right? Balancing out things like a motherfucking boss, right? So I don't know, or something's about to be balanced out. Okay, yeah, maintain your position. For somebody, okay, it could be connected to Aries, Leo. You could be connected to somebody from your past that was an air sign. This could also be, though, I'm just thinking this could also be for you, Leo and Aries, or Aries with another Aries. Okay, I'm also picking up that energy. Something about maintaining your position. So for somebody, I'm going to say, okay, there's something here. You could have lit a candle for this person, right? Leo, okay? The Midas touch. Everything I touch turns to gold. I don't know. You could have made some sort of wish. I'm picking up as well. Somebody made a wish for somebody else to heal. Okay, or for somebody to go heal. This is somebody, though, maybe that you're refusing to actually take back because you needed some sort of peace of mind. But you've manifested, I don't know, some sort of healing maybe for somebody and to avoid some sort of conflict with them. There's somebody here connected to you, Aries, Leo, from your past that potentially is connected to somebody that they might have children with, okay? And there's some sort of arguments maybe going on in the background. Okay, Monday could have been significant. Somebody could have also been, yeah, a fire sign, okay? Something to do with Monday, fire sign, Aries, right? Aries, you could have had something emotional happen recently as well. Or you could also you could also be trying to avoid, ooh. What was I about to say then? I don't know where I was going with that. You could be trying to avoid conflict with an ex-girlfriend as well, okay? Maybe a Libra. Okay, I don't know, right? Something to do with an air sign from somebody, fire signs past. But I'm getting, again, third party type vibes, right? Too many people. There's something or someone that's been trying to block or delay a connection by setting something up or setting something up for failure, all right? There was a fire sign, yeah, an Aries, right? I don't know, Aries, either you trusted another fire sign or you should have trusted another fire sign, or there's somebody that you shouldn't have trusted. Man, this is getting complicated. I'm getting a lot of fire, and blah, 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 blah. Wow. I'm getting a lot of fire sign energy in the mix here is what I'm trying to say. So there's something about an Aries connected into either another Aries or Leo story. So we've got, yeah. This is something that you've said goodbye to, or you're saying goodbye to. 2025, number 9, bye Felicia. Or Aries could be, man, this is so confusing, right? Fucking damn. They're like, you want to break, maybe we should break this. We could start trying to break this down with the tarot. How about that? Let's do that. Let's get these characters out here, right? So we can see who are we working with? Who and what are we working with? I might have to use 2 decks as well for this, so just sit tight. Let's just, oh my god, that was a lot to get through, just that first bit, and here we are now with this situation. So this is heavily structured around obviously a past connection. Who are we dealing with here? Okay, there's some sort of burdens here. Somebody's carrying some sort of heavy load. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, all right? So there's some sort of painful ending, right? Somebody may be deciding to put an ending to something, okay? Somebody's been avoiding, okay, I'm going to say somebody's also been avoiding putting down the burdens, right, and ending something with somebody who stabbed them in the back. But there's something that's coming to an end now because some sort of plans, right, Two of Wands in the reverse, some sort of plans have fallen apart. This could be a marriage, right? There could be a marriage that's falling apart in the background here. We've got an Emperor in the reverse, all right? So Aries energy with the Fool, right? So I don't know, we've got an Emperor in the reverse could have taken a shot with a Queen of Wands in the reverse. So Aries, Leo, Sag, a negative fire sign, all right? So so far we've got ourselves a fucked up Aries, right? And another fucked up feminine fire sign that could have had some sort of new beginning, all right? They could have had some sort of new beginning. Oh, there's some sort of, yeah, this is some sort of fast change, all right? So somebody's made some sort of fast change here to make a new offer, all right? This is, again, past energy, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, I don't know, this Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, again, could be a fire sign, could be an earth sign, but somebody who is fucking, man, demanding and selfish, right? So this person had somebody demanding and selfish that they went back to and contracted with, right? So they held back from Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. They held back on coming together, right? With the right support and working on something and making a commitment, okay? So, you know, Three of Cups talks about your circle of support as well. So, I don't know, this person maybe held back from the wrong circle of support, okay? Didn't work with the right people. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This created some sort of delays for this Emperor in reverse, all right? So, some sort of delays are happening now for him or have happened for him in a connection. Ace of Swords, yeah, some sort of truth's coming out though, okay? Or there's some sort of breakthrough. Or there's a truth about the delays being the fact that somebody was resistant to change and that kept them trapped, all right? So we've got the Ace of Swords with the Knight of Wands, the Death card, so the Knight of Wands in reverse, Death card in reverse, and the Eight of Swords there as well. So that to me shows that, yeah, somebody basically didn't, they're seeing the truth now that they didn't, them not changing, them being resistant to some sort of change or leaving something behind, right? So again, this is something that somebody maybe went back to something because it was easier, all right? So something could have been easier for this person, but this has kept them in some sort of imposed prison, right? Kept them trapped. They bound themselves, right, with whatever choice they made by not making the changes that they should have. Where's this person at now in their emotions? Where is this Emperor at now with his emotions? Okay, where's he at now, Spirit, with his emotions? The Emperor in reverse. Feeling, he's struggling, okay? He's struggling to, he feels like he overcommitted. Two of Pentacles in the reverse, all right? He could also be facing some sort of legal battles as well, right? Legal battles. There's also some sort of karma here as well that he could be going through. King of Wands in the reverse. Again, definitely heavy fire energy here, right? Aries, Leo, Sag. Again, picking up heavy Aries energy. Where's his emotions at now? So he's basically feeling like, he could be feeling like something's not fair, right? He could be feeling, I'm just going to say, he could be feeling like there's some sort of struggle to take accountability as well, right? He could be struggling to take accountability. What does this King of Wands plan on doing when it comes to Aries, Leo in this story? Page of Wands, okay, some sort of message, right? Maybe wants to send a message, okay? This could also be this person watching you. It could also be just having a bit of a peek into your life, seeing what you're doing, seeing what you're up to. Okay. Okay, Six of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. So this person could be thinking about in the past when you gave to them as well, right? Or when you were generous with them. They could also be thinking about if you helped them in the past, how you might have helped them financially, or you could have just helped support them in some way, shape, or form. All right, but something was again out of balance, right? So you could have been overgiving to this person in the past as well. You don't know. Two of Swords and the Star card. You don't know if you're going to. I'm going to say you don't know if this can be healed, right? So for some of you guys, you still haven't decided whether you're willing to work on this or fix whatever this connection is, okay? So you're still at some sort of indecision with a renewal of this connection, all right? Could feel like maybe your head's in the clouds a little bit when it comes to this person. Five of Cups, yeah, you don't want to feel disappointed, okay? I feel like some of you, you're skeptical. You're very skeptical when it comes to this person. I mean, they're showing up as a King of Wands in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. This doesn't sound very appealing, does it? This doesn't sound like the most appealing person to want to take back. You feel like it could be a bit of a poor judgment call, okay? And you're just trying to, you've only just maybe recovered from certain toxic situations or toxic people as well. So, and you could also be just trying to avoid making poor judgment calls when it comes to toxic people. What's the potential outcome here for this situation? Six of Wands, wow. Success. That could just be what someone's hoping for, okay? But I think for somebody, it's like, you know when the timing's right, when this comes back together, it's going to be because, yeah, Two of Cups, right? It's going to be because this is meant to be a successful union, right? And at the time of when it comes back together, now this could take, man, who knows how long this King of Wands, Emperor in reverse is going to take to get in the upright. But for some of you guys, it's going to lead to some sort of instant success in connection, right? You also know, though, that you've got options, or that this connection could also open up a lot of opportunities and options if you choose to heal it. Because there's going to be, again, for some of you, quite a few levels or elements or things that you've experienced within this relationship that you're still going to need to heal in order to accept this person back in, which is going to create a lot of opportunity for growth, especially when it comes to your emotions with the Seven of Cups there. So, but this could also be somebody having wishful thinking about the success of this, all right? And that's why maybe you're also skeptical about making a poor judgment call and making some sort of decision to renew something with this person. So again, guys, it's going to be up to you what you do. But essentially the goal here is to make sure that if this person's coming back and you're letting them in, that they're in the upright and that they've done the work, all right? Otherwise, they're going to be taking you back to a place where you don't ever want to go again, all right? So let's get you a couple of oracle cards instead of just one card. Let's get you a couple of cards before we close out the message, all right, for my Aries, Leos. All right, Spirit, for Aries, Leo, right? Yeah, you got some sort of surprise coming in when it comes to your abundance. So a surprise is coming. You may find yourself surprised in a situation. You're an infinite being with infinite potential to create, nurture what you're wanting to grow. So whatever you've been working on, Aries, Leo, is about to have some sort of surprising success, all right? So abundance and time of fertility are definitely coming in for you guys. So yeah, I guess there's definitely some good things to look forward to. I mean, there's good things to look forward to either way, Aries and Leo. It just depends on how you guys are going to perceive the journey that you guys are on and what you guys are going to do with it. Anyway, on that note, guys, I love you guys so much. I hope that you got something useful out of the message, and I will see you guys again when I see you guys again. All right, until next time, I love you guys. Have tape. Oh, I was about to say, have a good sleep. Take care, right? I don't know, that came out weird. Love you guys. Bye.